I never know how to start these, so let's just start here. What are we doing today? I've got to... Okay, let me bring it down a bit. Okay, the very first thing we're actually doing today is I've got a stain here. I had a spot that was on my collar that sort of popped, so I got a little bit of a stain there. We've got a small hydrogen peroxide solution here. Let's see if this actually works. Might be too weak. Should be fizzing about now. No, it's too weak. Okay, well that doesn't work. It might be cooked in too much. Should work. Okay, I'll make a stronger solution of that. Anyway, oh man, what are we doing today? Okay, so we've got all the camping foods yesterday. This bag here, believe it or not, this was near enough 100 quid for all of that. To be honest, I think it was the live straw that was about £30, which is really expensive. So we're going to be covering, hopefully that video does well. We're going to be covering all of the different foods there. So we'll do that at some point this morning. We did discuss yesterday, I was talking to you guys yesterday about this, obviously the idea of bringing back the cheap versus expensive in some way in order to try and boost the streams, try and get the streams out there a bit more. I don't know what, to be honest, I've got an idea of what that potentially could look like further down the line, right? I've got an idea of like how that it integrates quite well with the sort of idea of the streams. It's just how I've got to one, initiate it, get it started, kind of see where we go with it. Two, it's kind of, it needs to have the right vibe. It needs to have the right feeling to it. I don't know. What I need to do is just sit down and have a think. How do I go from A to B? B being like the series is fully integrated with the streams. Somehow, obviously, I'm saying like, oh, go check out the fact that we're streaming every day at 4 p.m. Because obviously, what I want is essentially all that audience who were enjoying those cheap versus expensive videos, who don't know I do anything now because that's all that they saw that I was making. Can find out that I'm streaming, right? This is the sort of logic we were discussing on stream. Believe it or not, I believe one of you is a corporate strategist. Now, you might be lying. I don't know. There's no way for me to actually check whether this is true or not. But if true, that's quite a useful job for us to have a back and forth around strategies of what we're trying to do. So thank you very much, Bruce. That's you. You guys know who you are. Oh man, we're building together a team of us. Oh man, the community. It's funny because sometimes we can be like the most unserious community ever. Like really, like I just sit there, taking it all in, being like, wow, you know, what is this conversation going on now? And other times I feel like just because the naturally the people are going to gravitate towards the things that I've done. Anyway, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Whatever. It's interesting. We cover a lot of ground. Let's just say it's quite a wide range of experiences, and even quite a wide range of geography where people are from in the streams. I love that. It makes an interesting collection. It makes an interesting stream for me, and hopefully makes it more interesting for you guys. Anyway, whatever. So big you all up, as always. Big you all up. Oh yeah, I always see the nice comments on these vlogs as well. When I get tired, there's not really much logic. There's not really much sort of natural storytelling here. I'm just like, oh, this is everything. Here's all the information at once. So there's all the information at once. We'll start the morning normal. I'm going to go get a coffee. At some point, we won't keep doing that, but I'm going to go get a coffee. I need to set up for, obviously, the video later. Just get in the mood because I'm trying to be a little bit light with it, a little bit, dare I say, funny. I know that some of you definitely wouldn't agree with that, but fine. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! That is very slightly easier than it has been previous mornings. I feel a bit less out of breath. Oh man. Hold on, let me try and bring it down a little bit. Whew. Okay. That's where we want to be. My energy is a bit like fake. It's a bit up there. I don't really feel up there. So I think I'm trying too hard and then it burns out. Oh man. Whew. I'm doing this. Just be natural today. Just relax. I've just got to relax. I think I'm not particularly relaxed today. I'm on edge. We'll calm down. We'll relax. Get nice and relaxed. Okay, anyway. Oh, man. We got a nice day. Let's see. I've got to do this video. We've got the stream at 4. What else we got? This is gonna be this is gonna be a long day. I can tell already. Damn it, dude. Okay, so someone was asking me on one of the comment sections, which did I prefer, Misato or Eat Tokyo? They're essentially in walking distance from each other and offer quite a similar sort of experience. For what you get goes, it's got easily going to be Eat Tokyo. That plate of food for £9 is absolutely insane. I actually don't think there's going to be better value in London generally for something like that. It literally it's the biggest plate of food I've ever gotten for that price in London personally. So that was kind of crazy. But that aside, my personal feeling sit in that Misato slightly edged out on top. There's a couple reasons why I believe this. Now, generally, I would say we ended up actually having the pork cutlet from both Misato and Eat Tokyo because I ended up going to Eat Tokyo twice. A pork cutlet versus pork cutlet was a hands down easy win for Misato. Like, just the overall finish and everything was just a little bit nice in my opinion. But the chicken cutlet at Eat Tokyo was actually significantly nicer in my opinion than their pork cutlet. So that kind of renewed my feelings towards Eat Tokyo, and just because of that price for that value what you get for £9 is extremely good, especially in Central London. That's why the queue was so long. The melon soda we ended up trying at both places. It was a specialty drink at Misato, which had like an ice cream on top. It's quite nice. It was like a whole experience. And then it was just a drink in a bottle from Eat Tokyo. So it's obviously going to win on Misato on that. And I just generally felt like the melon soda was a bit nicer at Misato. So factoring in a few things, it's a very difficult decision to come to, but I would probably, if someone said to me, oh, do you want to go get dinner? We can go to either Eat Tokyo or Misato. I'm just going to go towards Misato. One, it seems to be less busy. Two, I slightly preferred each item that we had there, but I wouldn't say like significantly preferred it, slightly. So there you go. Right, we're gonna go grab a coffee now. Enough of a story time. I was just saying as well, I don't drink anymore, but I feel hungover today. I really feel like I've got a hangover. I had a bad stomach this morning. I woke up, I think something we ate last night. I had to be fair, I did have like 3 or 4 cheese toasties. I just yammed them all, just one after another, just pounded them back. I was just really hungry, and then I ended up having too much cheese. So I woke up, I did not feel great. Oh man, if I have too much cheese, the thing is, if I can eat, I'm good with cheese, but if I eat it before bed, I don't, and I'm lying flat, my body needs the sort of gravity to help digest dairy products. So anyway, I shouldn't do that as much. I won't do that again. I woke up at 4 and I was like, this is cooked. Luckily I did though, because that meant I could upload the vlog for today. You wouldn't have a vlog today if I hadn't remembered to do that. So there's silver linings in every I don't know, bad stomachache, I guess. Oh man. Right, let's go get a coffee. Let's start the day properly. So we got the setup here. This is the usual setup for the stream. We've got to basically flip all this round, remove everything off the table, and set up for the video. I'm excited for this video. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm just cooked today. I don't know how I'm gonna be funny. I've got to think what to do for the intro. Yesterday I started with one of these and literally went through half the pack. That was crazy. It hurt my teeth actually quite a lot, all the sugar. So that was fun. We've got a little bowl of cereal. Let's have. Let's have some. Oh, that's gonna stain the desk. I'm slightly concerned. We've got all brand cereal. Usually, to be honest, when I'm doing healthy mornings, we get where's my coffee? Oh, there. We get porridge, because I feel like that balances my sugar. But sometimes I feel this all brand is a bit sugary. Room temperature milk is not it. We just did a video covering where we started. It's funny because it's quite a long time ago now. It's been about 4 in total that I've been making videos generally about 5 years. If I go, I forgot to actually mention, all the way back to when I first tried. It was like a few weeks. There was a period where I was doing I was on my foundation course and I was just like, let me try. I don't know. I had like a moment where I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to, maybe I'll try and do vlogging. So I've been watching YouTubers for a long time. So I was like, I want to try and do that. I want to try and recreate that. And I tried for like 2 weeks and I just gave up. I do still think if I had continued that then, I wonder where it would be now. But I went back to art. One day I'll show you guys some of the stuff that I was making. But it was quite conceptual, really. It was more like just like thinking out loud, really. A lot of the thoughts I have now, a lot of the sort of my conclusions about the world developed there. I was very open about my mind at the time. And I felt I could see things quite clearly. It's been a long road to here, wherever here is, but I'm excited. We're on a new path. Like, that's the thing, is like I can forge myself. If I get if I commit to doing something, I do it, right? I tend to, typically, if it's a big thing, if I'm like, this is what we're going to be doing, this is what I do. I commit to it, I get it done. The problem that I have is that I basically start to get in my own way at some point. So I start to overthink things. I start to, I get like I said, it's like tasks that aren't mine. I start taking them on, like whether that be, it could be something it could be very simple stuff, right? It's just when I get tired, that's what starts to happen. So it can be like, I'm just like doing my normal life out there, whatever. And I'm like, I start like creating thinking that's just not mine. It's crazy. The way that I'm going to manage this, the way that I'm managing everything at the minute, is just like, I'm doing just what needs to be done. And that's it. I'm not overthinking it. I'm not trying to. Sometimes I do. I find it, by the time the nighttime comes, I'm tired. I'm like overthinking everything. Now we're just doing. Not time to think. We're just setting up now. I just covered this topic quickly because someone asked me about it. I'd mentioned, obviously, we had got 1 billion views. And someone didn't quite believe that we had actually done that. I know, it just sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. In fact, it's not 1 billion, it's 2 billion. I think even more if I add all the other platforms as well views, which is just crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy. Unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. But what's funny is, even though we got to that point, I still feel like we're just at we're at a new beginning, really. We're at this point now, which is kind of covering new ground, which I haven't covered yet so far. But like I said, when I do something, I just kind of keep doing it, like, while it's working. But sometimes you need to reassess and just kind of figure out direction. For me, this is more just a case of, if I say I'm going to do something, I just try and do it. I think that's a good example of that. I was just like, okay, this is something I need to make happen. So I'm just going to try and make it happen. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things, like, yeah, it's complicated. I mean, you can see here where it was at its peak. When was this? I was actually in 2023. That's interesting. Yeah, I think this was probably all of these peaks have been when I've just gone back to the cheap vs expensive series. That is easily by far my most popular series. That is one of the most popular videos. The frying pans, which is crazy. That is crazy. That is mad. That is mad. We should, do you know what? I think this is why it's a good time to just go back to it. I think we should just go back to it and carry it on in some sort of fun way. I just need to have a think. I don't know. Like, we need to do it in a way that makes sense for the stream. I can't do it in a too serious way, and I can't do it in a too light way. I don't know. Anyway, we're not going to do that today. I've got another video we're doing today, camping food. So let's crack on with that. Right, see you guys in a little bit. Oh man, okay, we've just finally set up for the start of the video. You can see we've got our camping assorted foods there, and the camera's set up there with every single possible light on, so there's more than enough light at the minute. Probably a little bit too much, but that's fine. We're currently rolling there, so I should go and sort that out, get on with that. Really, I'm cooked today. I've had some coffee, hopefully that helps. Let's just get this nice. You just got to remember, I've just got to be fun with it. It's not serious, it's light. It's got to be light. Well, all right, I'm just going to crack on. In a minute, I'm going to be getting into a sleeping bag to try these foods, so it can't be that serious. Right, let me move that, make sure that's not in the shot. Okay, beautiful. Camping, the most fun outdoors since... Camping, oh, hello. Camping, the most fun outdoors since the invention of that hoop with the metal stick that you roll around. Camping, the most fun outdoors since the invention of that metal stick that you roll around. Camping, the most fun activity outdoors until the invention of that metal stick that you roll around the hoop. Hoop and stick. Camping, the most fun outdoors. The most fun you can have outdoors. Camping, the most fun you could have outdoors since the invention of that metal stick with the hoop. Camping, the most fun you could have outdoors until the invention of that toy. Camping, the most fun you could have outdoors until. Camping, the most fun you could have out. Camping, the most fun you could have out. Camping, the most fun you could have outdoors until the invention of that metal stick with the hoop that you roll around. So it's probably a bit confusing at this point. Why do we have a balaclava on? The cheese smell was very strong and I was just showing off my kit bag. So this has helped block some of the smell. It's a bit better. Oh man, we just finished the stream. Woo! That was, we ended up doing 3 hours. Went over by an hour. That was good. I'm exhausted though today. So I honestly don't know what's going to be in this vlog. What have I done today? Not all that much. Oh, we filmed the video, to be fair. I don't know how that's going to turn out. I'm going to have a look at that. I've got to edit that. I'll edit that in the morning tomorrow and then we'll head out into the city in the afternoon. I've got to just get that up by 6 anyway. Yeah, that was a tough day. I just need to get an early night tonight. As long as I get an early night, I think we'll be cool. Also, I didn't hit my 30 target on the TikTok. That's fine. I feel excited about, I've talked now lots about bringing back that cheap vs expensive series, so I think we'll do it, and I think it actually might be quite good for stream. A big part of it is just getting my head around it. Once I do that, then I could just go, like I could just sort of set off, and I know the direction we're heading. So big guys up, thank you for the stream today, man. Honestly, I enjoyed that a lot. You guys were good. Right, I might come back for some dinner, or this could be the end as usual, so we'll see. I need to chill for a minute, and then we'll see where we go from there. Right, I'll see you guys in a minute, or goodbye. I don't know which one yet.